Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and whatever time it is. I hope you are having a good one. Welcome back to House Flipper 2 with Rash Decision. If you enjoy this type of content, please leave me a like, subscribe, and maybe even a comment to let me know. Enjoy the video. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. This is going to be flip number 4, but we're going to be changing up the format of these videos just a little bit here. Just like I promised in the last episode, this will be a gamer house, regardless of which house I actually purchase. This will be turned into kind of a all-in, maybe like two people living together gamer house. So we're talking about like somebody that maybe like works in IT or a high-paying, low-impact field where they're going home and they're buying all this stuff just to help themselves be happy, that kind of thing. So we're gonna have like board games and like computers everywhere, like TVs, you name it. That's what we're aiming for this one. But we're gonna change the format of the videos just a little bit, just like I mentioned in the last episode. I didn't like how absolutely obscene the length of the videos became when I was doing like the different segments and that sort of thing. So this time we're going to be speeding through the more boring parts of the rebuild and the teardown to kind of help us get into one episode. Hopefully we'll have a maximum of two is what I'm aiming for, and each one should be fairly short. I'm aiming for between 20 and 30 minutes. So let's see how that comes out, and we're going to go right into it. We're going to see what houses we have available to us. I feel like kind of doing something a little bit different. So we have the suburbs, we have the coast, and we have the forest. I wouldn't mind doing one of the ones in the forest, but they're all a little bit more expensive than I'd like. I didn't mind the cabin, but I want to do something different with the cabin. I don't want to make that into a gamer house. Something on the coast wouldn't be bad, but there again, it's really hard to do something with those. So I'm going to continue with the suburbs. Maybe when I have a different idea for something, I'm going to do one of the coastal ones. I will go ahead and grab one of those, and we'll see what we can do with them. But for now, we'll just continue with the suburbs. I'm not going to do the over the garage because that one should just be a straightforward apartment that does just cool stuff. I have a different idea for that one, so I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to go over here, and I'm actually going to grab. I'm kind of thinking either the compact house or the Nook, because the timber house I do want to do something else with, and there's also the bungalow. That one's kind of in that same price range, and the bungalow is kind of feeling pretty good for this. Because it's very straightforward. It has lots of room without compromise, I should say. And see, it already has something like what I want to do already in it, and it wouldn't be bad to just kind of copy this this aesthetic right here and do something a little bit similar to it. And also, there's like this big main room that has lots of space for activities, as one might say. Because we're not aiming to have like these like seats and sofas and everything. We're looking to have a big space or a giant table with like a board game mat on it and that sort of thing. So that's what we're looking for. But before we go into this one, let's go ahead and have a look at the compact. I think this one's going to be for something a little bit different. Man, this is a hoarder house. Look at this. Well, not quite. This isn't nearly dirty enough to be a hoarder house, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. That's getting close. So I think I'm going to do something different with this house. This one isn't going to be my target for this particular build just because of what I'm trying to build. And this one is really nice. It has a lot of dead plants. Wow. A lot of dead plants. But yeah, this one's oh wow. This one is kind of hitting the target for like a cyberpunkish style here. But it's not quite what we're looking for. So we're actually going to go with the bungalow. We're going to build the bungalow as a gamer house. Got 1,000. I didn't even look at that. How much? 1,300. So the bungalow does actually have the most floor space anyway. Timber house does have a lot of floor space, but I want to do something different with that one. I want to actually make this one into like a really, really nice traditional house. So we'll go with the bungalow. Let's actually just double check ourselves. There is the houseboat. Doesn't have nearly enough room. That one doesn't have nearly enough room. There's nothing else like in the price range because it looks like this one, but it doesn't have nearly as much space. So let's go ahead and we'll just go with the bungalow. This one I think is going to be our kind of all in all for what we're trying to do here. We'll go ahead and purchase it. We'll take a tour and then we'll get started. Oh, I hit cancel, didn't I? Whoops, sitting there waiting for it to load. Here we go, the sunny bungalow. Gonna go to the house. Let's have a look at it. Here we go. All right. This one is looking pretty promising for what I'm wanting to do. Got some chalk on the ground. Okay. Got a few plants out here. Got a few extra plants out here. Just like the same one as same problem as the less than a trailer map. Got a few problems here. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. This is going to be a nice big room for a nice big gathering table, that kind of thing. Already has a air conditioning, but here again, I'm actually going to be completely starting over, just like I did with the previous one. So everything must go. Everything has to go. I'm just kind of getting an idea of what they did with it previously. I'll probably still use this wall because replacing that is kind of a pain. Actually, I might just complete that. I might complete that. I'm not sure. Or even better, kind of level that off. Because I'm not a fan of that doing like this. See, like this is okay. So they have this really closed off corridor kitchen. And I believe we had a mission in this particular house as well. And it didn't go too well. They asked me to clear out this wall here then too. Oh wow! Yeah, we have a I can't think of the word. A budding. That's it. A budding artist. That's what we had here. We have a TV here. We have a little bathroom in here, and kind of in here we have the closet. Even if I do copy the floor plan for some of this, oh wow, lots of little models and everything. Got the computer. Yeah, here's the. Okay, that's everything for the tour. We're gonna go ahead. We'll step back outside, give another quick look at, I don't know, can I get to the back side of the house? Oh, I can, okay. I saw the other side, I thought it might have been blocked up. So it looks like there's some stuff back here I need to get rid of as well. Oh. I forgot to put one of those on the outside of the less than a trailer house, and I didn't realize it until after I sold it. Looks like this one has two. Okay. Well, looks like that's everything for the tour. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, and that's going to do it for this particular part. As you can see, I've got the entire interior rebuilt, got it all painted. And as I was kind of going through, I chose this color in here because I knew I wanted something that kind of matched the trim that I ended up going with here. But when I got in here, I saw the stone in the store, and I just had this crazy idea in my head of, well, you know, if it's going to be like a gaming house that's like really invested in like D&D and like fantasy settings, wouldn't it be really cool if it had like this tavern aesthetic? So that's actually what I ended up going with, was I changed this in here to be more like tavern-like, and I kind of copied that same wallpaper in here. And every time I chose wallpaper, I wanted to go with something that would match the primary wall in color and theme, but then also have kind of like that older style. I don't really want to say like medieval time because it's not really correct for a fantasy setting, but an older style wallpaper that kind of give and invokes that feeling of a fantasy setting. Because I thought, you know, if somebody had the money to really go through and build themselves a house all to themselves, specifically for the purpose of being a gamer and playing like D&D with friends and playing RPGs like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy, what have you, I feel like they would really like having the option to have their house look like a tavern. And so that's exactly what I did. So we're going to cut it off there, my guys. Have a good one, my dudes. Cheers.